Coming up on today's FNN, how teachers do what they can to balance work and life.
Plus, how some students find their place in club sports.
And we have the latest from spring sports. Stay tuned for all of that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Friday, Falcons. I'm Eliesa.
And I'm Ibti.
East Kentwood has various ways for students to explore different social groups, but did you know that there are ways for athletes to connect too? Some of the fastest growing clubs at EK are club sports teams. FNN reporter Amberly Wynn digs into how these teams are helping students connect here at East Kentwood.
EK locks on me! EK locks on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Clubs and sports are a space for students to be a part of something impactful. Club sports aim to foster a welcoming community for students to learn new sports and to bring different people together. Club sports like rugby and lacrosse create an environment for students to come together in a less intense atmosphere than varsity sports. East Kentwood Jr. Remy Bowman describes how he believes that the team is inclusive to everyone.
Rugby is one of the sports where no matter what size you are, how athletic you are, everyone has a place on the team. Everyone's able to be there, and we don't disinclude. We make sure everyone can play.
Remy talked about how rugby is not centered around the player being stars, but rather towards the player themselves. East Kentwood coaches Jocelyn Kinstner and Kaylee Haskins of the girls lacrosse team for 3 years talk about how they created a space for players to belong.
This year, people want to be there. People feel safe there. They feel seen there.
The coaches have felt and seen how impactful the club has been for their team as alumni return after their departure to support current players.
Seeing our alumni come back to support our current team in a scrimmage was amazing. And just a moment for me to pause and be like, this is something.
EK continues to provide ways for students to find a sense of belonging. These sports create a bond that lasts for years even after they go separate ways. At EK, I'm Amberly Wynn.
Most club sports at EK are always looking for new members to join, and prep is already underway for teams for the next school year.
Graduation day is a little under 2 weeks away, and that brings its own set of emotions. But the end of the school year also marks the end of a journey for all of the exchange students that have called East Kentwood home this year. Reporter Rania Khani checked in with some of our exchange students to reflect on their time as Falcons.
What do you think of this? Give me your honest opinion.
At East Kentwood High School, the end of the school year marks a bittersweet moment for the foreign exchange students who are preparing to return to their home countries. For many, East Kentwood's wide range of opportunities, diversity, and welcoming community have left a lasting impression. Beatrice Coria, an exchange student from Brazil, shares how her time at East Kentwood has been transformative and why she'll miss it.
It's very different. I feel like here they're more flexible, and also I like that we changed the classes because we don't have that in Brazil. We just sit around for 8 hours in the same class, so I like that we have this variety and we can pick our classes. My favorite part is the sports. I like that we always have events and stuff like that, and how it is in the sports, because in Brazil we don't have, my school, we don't have a lot of options for sports, so I like that we have a lot here.
For other exchange students, participating in school sports was a highlight, emphasizing how grateful they are for the opportunities given to them. Back in Spain, Adriana Garcia never imagined she'd have the chance to experience so many different activities and sports until coming to East Kentwood.
I think the biggest difference is the sports, that you have a lot of teams and things like that. And back in Spain, we don't have teams, we don't have sport teams. So yeah, and also the classes are so different, the way that you teach from what is back in Spain. This experience made me grow as a person, in every aspect, I don't know. It made me more independent. It made me realize how important are my family and my country back home. Yeah.
Beyond sports, everyday school life at EK was something special for exchange students. Surrounded by students from all backgrounds, Eng Luthier found the supportive and diverse atmosphere at school to be one of the highlights of his year.
It was really different because the school was much bigger and it was really diverse. I think what I'm going to miss the most is probably how easy the works were comparing to Europe. I think I grew a lot and I've been able to see a lot of different cultures.
As foreign exchange students prepare to leave, they carry with them memories of friendships, experiences, and school spirit that will last a lifetime. While it's time to say goodbye, They've emphasized how grateful they are for the opportunities they found here at East Kentwood High School. At EK, I'm Rania Khani.
With 1 week of school left and 13 days until graduation, it's time to make some of your final high school memories.
While student mental health is rightfully at the forefront of most conversations, the other side of the coin oftentimes goes overlooked. How are teachers handling the mental health aspect of balancing teaching with everything else? Reporter Mariah Wright has more.
Well, we're just chatting.
I feel like I'm standing here like a dork.
Mental health has been a long-standing issue in schools. While the focus has always been on students, we shouldn't ignore how teachers are affected. Mr. Gorkowski, an East Kentwood High School English teacher, says that sometimes when teachers aren't having the best day, they can end up pushing their anxieties on their students.
I think if we're not in the right mental space when we teach, whether we're bringing some sort of baggage to class that day, whatever it happens to be, I think we can sort of maybe push that anxiety back onto the students who don't really deserve that.
Gorkowski emphasizes that teachers are human, and as an educator, it's important to be in a good headspace. And although it's hard to be on 24/7, that's what it takes to be a teacher. Mrs. Steckety, a math teacher at East Kentwood High School, is concerned with the fact that teacher mental health is so often ignored that it's not treated as a priority.
I think some of it is just people don't understand what teachers do. I don't think there's enough focus on our profession as a whole. People don't necessarily respect what we do, understand what we do, and certainly don't prioritize our mental health.
According to the National Library of Science, between 25 and 48% of teachers experience burnout throughout the school year. Ms. Coy, a high school senior English teacher, gives insight into how teachers carry a heavier load than what meets the eye, ultimately causing them to use summers as a recovery period.
I think that a lot of people think because we have the summer off that there should be no need for us to take a mental health day. But for most teachers, we work a lot more than 40 hours a week, and we do a lot of mental load. We carry a lot of love for our students and concern and worry for them. And the summer is a recovery period for many of us.
Educators' mental health is vital to address and support, as teachers play a major role in students' lives. It's imperative that they themselves are also supported. From East Kentwood, I'm Mariah Wright.
With Teacher Appreciation Week wrapping up today, it's not too late to stop by your favorite teacher's room and let them know how much they're appreciated.
If you have been downtown recently, you may have noticed one of the newest additions to the city skyline. The brand new Acrisure Stadium is soon to be the home of Grand Rapids' brand new MLS Next team. Reporter Chastity Reed went downtown to learn more about the changes this is expected to bring to Grand Rapids.
This project is a staple for Grand Rapids. It's not just a soccer stadium, it is a family. And I mean that by saying the community that it's going to bring into Grand Rapids and be able to facilitate not only with the soccer team, but any events that we're able to have in this stadium.
There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go into a project like this. You see it come out of the ground. It's not easy to get going out of the ground. There's a lot of challenges behind the scenes. There's a lot of high stress. There's some things you have to work through. There's a lot of work that goes in before you start to see the actual project.
The coordination that goes into it, hours, days spent coordinating different items, as well as Mother Nature. Mother Nature, unpredictable, and the amount of water that we've seen on site has been a big challenge for everybody. So,
I would say be excited. I think that the atmosphere that this stadium and the team is going to bring to Grand Rapids is going to be awesome, and I am very excited to go watch a game myself.
I think it changes the fabric of the city. I think there's a lot of exciting things going on currently right now in the city. The amphitheater and other entertaining businesses opening up for things to do in Grand Rapids. A long time in Grand Rapids was considered boring. There wasn't a lot to do, but there's a lot of different things that are developing, such as a soccer stadium. Come down, entertain yourself, and the business around it starts to give you some things to do.
I hope the stadium kind of pulls the community together. A lot of entertainment venues coming to Grand Rapids, and I think this will be a good highlight of one of that.
And that wraps up your news for this week, Falcons.
Now let's toss it over to FNN Sports reporter Carter Elias for this week's EK Sports Report.
Welcome back to the Land Falcons. It's Carter here bringing you your EK Sports Report. Starting things off at the softball field, our girls softball has been having a lot of fun in this hard-fought season, but unfortunately the past couple games they have come up short with the win against Granville, Grand Haven, and Rockford. Over at the baseball diamond, our boys have experienced some ups and downs in the tough conference, but found their swing in this past weekend. The Falcons beat Thornapple Kellogg'sville 11-4 and Unity Christian 3-2 to win the Wood Bat tournament, adding a new trophy to the collection. Over at the pool, our girls water polo team went 3-1 at the Hudsonville Zeeland Invitational. They are heading over to East Lansing this Saturday to play at the district tournament. Last but not least, 4 of our Falcon athletes signed to continue their careers at the collegiate level. Shout out to Alana Bracey for signing to Lawrence Tech for cross country and track. Reese Amiat is heading to the University of Michigan for pole vaulting. Randy Chapman is heading to Saginaw Valley for basketball. And Keely Cruzico is taking her softball career to Harris Stowe State University in Missouri. Congratulations to all of them for their hard work in the classroom and on the field. That wraps up this week's Sports Report. We'll be back next week for one of the last EK Sports Report. Now, let's pass it back to the desk.
Thanks, Carter.
Let's wrap up this week's show with a sneak peek at the latest segment you can now catch on YouTube.
AI can't fool me. I mean, it can a little bit, but it's just not there yet.
We got the next one this week.
We got it.
We got it. Let's go.
Oh, that's real?
Yeah. It's real.
What?
I want to go there. I need to go there. I need to go there.
Like 10 years. In 10 years, but they're gonna actually have like robot looking like human. I'm pretty sure they will. So AI will be like in real life too.
You can check out the full episode right now on our YouTube page.
And that does it for today's show. We will be back next Friday with more. But until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports live streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check out Falcon News Network on Spotify for our latest podcast episodes coming out every day. Have a great weekend.